Hi friends, I am Professor S.R. Shinde from Kekewa College of Agriculture Business Management Nashik. Welcome you all with new and interesting topic, wasteland and their development. Before starting the video, please see this video till end and share the video and subscribe my YouTube channel. So you can get more and more educational videos. Thank you. Let's start the topic, wasteland and their development. Friends, as we know, the land is very basic unit for agriculture. Out of 329 million hectare land of India, 90 million hectare is classified as wastelands. So, how we can define wastelands? Wasteland is the degraded land which can be brought under vegetative cover with regional efforts, and the land deteriorating for lack of appropriate water and soil management practices. Friends, there are different reasons behind the wasteland development, and major is land degradation. I had already uploaded the video on land degradation where you can see this topic in detail. Let's see the types of wastelands. Here are different types of wastelands basically classified according to their mode of formation and characteristics, like gullied land, land with or without scrub, waterlogged and marshy land, land affected by salinity or alkalinity, coastal or inland, shifting cultivation area, underutilized or degraded notified forest land, degraded pastures or grazing land, degraded land under plantation crops, sands desertic or coastal, mining or industrial wastelands, barren rocky or stony waste or sheet rock area, steep sloping area, and snow covered and or glacial area. First type of wasteland is gullied and ravinous land. Gully is basically the type of soil erosion. Gullies are natural channels when flow of rainwater increases. The intricate network of gullies called as ravines, which having two categories, medium ravines and deep ravines, based on intensity. Next type is land with or without scrub. Scrub land is the land which eventually faces the erosion, or land which deteriorated due to erosion. Based on presence of vegetation, two subclasses are there, land with scrub and land without scrub. Third type is waterlogged and marshy land. The land where water at or near the surface stands for most of the time in a year are called as waterlogged or marshy land. These wastelands can be managed by draining excess water, tree plantation, and suitable soil operations. Next type is land affected by salinity or alkalinity, coastal and inland. Saline and alkaline soils having excess soluble salts or high exchangeable sodium, whereas alkali soils having exchangeable sodium percentage, that is ESP values more than 15. This type had subclasses, moderately saline or alkali and strongly saline or alkali. Next type is shifting cultivation areas. Shifting cultivation is old traditional practice of growing crops on slopes of forest by slash or burn methods. Social awareness among the farmers and tribes must be initiated to inhibit this type of cultivation practices, which degrades the land and ecological balance. Next type is underutilized or degraded notified forest land. These degraded land can be easily brought under the plantation crops after minimum reclamation practices. Next type is degraded pastures or grazing lands. Temporary or permanent pastures can be degraded due to lack of proper soil and water conservation practices. Planting new fodder or forage crops reseeding, and educate the farmers about reasons of degradation can be the better measures to conserve the land to become wasteland. Next type is degraded land under plantation crops. Land under plantation are located outside the notified forest areas. Next is sand desertic coastal. This type of land mostly observed at coastal, riverine or inland areas with deserts, riverbeds and seashores. Here are some more categories of wastelands like mining or industrial wastelands, barren rocky or stony waste or sheet rock areas, steep slopey areas, snow covered or glacial lands. Some of these types of wasteland can be reclaimed or brought under cultivation by following some spatial management practices which we are going to discuss now. Here we see the regeneration or management practices of wastelands. There are the aspects of development of wastelands. Let's see one by one. Pasture development for fodder supply and erosion control. In wastelands where cultivation of field crops is not possible, pastures can be developed by adopting agropastoral or silvipastoral cropping system. We can ensure the fodder supply for domesticated livestock and check the soil erosion also. Next is tree plantation. It is the most suitable and beneficial method of wasteland reclamation, which also beneficial in supply to fuel and timber. Third aspect is to adopt social forestry along with labor employment. Most of the states including Maharashtra adopted and implemented schemes for social forestry entitled Samajik Vanikaran. Next points are silvipastoral programs and implementing agri-horticultural systems, wastelands due to soil erosion, desertification, barren lands and saline or alkaline soils can be utilized under silvipastoral and agri-horticultural cropping system as discussed above. Some of medicinal and aromatic plants are suitable under specific wasteland conditions. By initiating the plantation of medicinal plants, farmers' revenue can be increased. Some waterlogged and marshy wasteland may comes under different practices like fish cultivation and pearl cultivation, which absolutely raised the income of farmer with reclamation of wasteland. Many more wasteland reclamation practices can be followed like contour terracing, contour plantation, mulching, providing proper drainage and leaching, changing agricultural practices, etc. Thanks for watching. For more videos on various topics on agriculture, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.